I've relied on my network for 7 years of the business, frankly. Like I'd say that I'm a speak things into existence human. I think a lot of us are like this, where I thought this idea made a ton of sense 2 years into employment in corporate America. I talked about this business to anybody that would listen to me for 2 years before I ended up making the leap. So when it came into like just strong market validation and encouragement from my peers, like I had a lot of conviction I was going to be able to see this through in a positive way. And then on the back end of that, like what you don't realize is that all of those clients, all of those entrepreneurs, and the people you were trying to sell to as a sales rep, they start seeing you as a peer and they start seeing you as somebody that they want to encourage to grow and continue to find traction. So that was the biggest epiphany that I didn't really plan for, but it was a very pleasant surprise at how much your betting on yourself is a contagious thing that people want to see turn out to be something positive.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, you know, a lot of that I'm sure goes back to you working your network and providing value back to your network and being personable and just showing up for them too, right? It's not just, oh, what's in it for me? Like, I need this stuff from you. It's
Right.
how can I help you? Which is like, since I've known you, that's how you've been with everybody that we talk to from, you know, business partners to clients. Like, it's a helpful position that you have.
Yeah, it's very collaborative. I found that there's no real sense in ever really creating enemies. And that's why I encourage my competition to join this industry. I think that what we do in this seat is marketably more scalable and impressionable and positive for the clients that engage in this industry. And I think that, part of this that's kind of gone in my favor is going back into corporate America whenever I was telling clients I didn't make sense for them. Like it's very rare, I find, that salespeople can kill their own pipeline when it doesn't need to be pipeline. And so like that's something I'd say has been a very strong muscle that I've been able to develop over the years is just realizing when I'm in the wrong room and being honest and saying I don't need to capture revenue on every conversation I have. That's ridiculous. And frankly, just going to create more bad relationships than good ones. And the model is really built on a residual revenue stream. So if you're creating bad relationships in the front end, one, they're going to be off of your P&L within 12 months. And two, they're going to tell all their peers how shitty this experience was and why they shouldn't work with you. So like my whole thought process with everything is if I'm doing right by the conversations I'm having today, it's creating my conversations in the future. And now that I'm 7 years into the business, like most of the stuff I'm working on is still being referred to me. It's just being referred by clients. It's being referred by partners that have kind of seen me be honest in rooms that did not create bad outcomes, or at least shining a light on why it could be a bad outcome. And if a client still wants to make a decision to do it, then that's completely up to them. But I'm very pronounced in where I find negative outcomes in our industry and helping clients identify those before they say yes to something.